Hi, Omega Chaos here again with another deck profile, and this time I am showing my Infernoid deck I used in my last 2 Omega Chaos Season 3 episode. So Infernoids are a really nice deck. They of course are all Noi monsters, you can't really summon them aside from banishing Inferno monsters from your graveyard. I'm not going to explain the individual cards much. If you want more in-depth explanation of the cards, go to my archetype discussion of Infernoids. So, let's go over this deck. So first is Infernoid and Nehemoth, which is a really powerful boss monster. In order to summon it, you have to banish 3 Infernoids from the graveyard. And you can summon it either from the hand or graveyard. And when it's summoned, destroy all other monsters on the field. And during each last turn, you can tribute the one monster, and then you can negate the spell or trap card, and then banish it. So, really powerful boss monster, but the only problem is that it's a lot harder to summon than the other ones, because you have to banish 3. And it's of course level 10, so if you summon it, you cannot summon any other Infernos to your field, so yeah. So very nice card. Then 3 Automalek. In order to summon it, you have to banish 2. So yeah, and you can also summon it from the graveyard or your hand. So yeah, and its effect is pretty much like a PLS effect, that when you destroy a monster per battle, you can attack again. So very nice. And all the Infernoids, aside from Nehemoth, have of course effects that you can tribute one monster to banish a card from opponent's graveyard, and of course it's a quick effect, so yeah, you can chain it to your opponent's card, so it's a very nice, of course against a graveyard based decks that really need their cards in the graveyard, so very nice card. Then my favorite one is Infernoid Ball. You also banish 2 to summon it, and its effect is basically like a Spellbook of Fate, that it banishes a card without targeting. Of course, you have to attack your opponent's monster to activate that effect in the end of the battle phase. So yeah, really nice card. I really like it because of course it's a really nice removal card. So yeah, then 2 Infernal Asmodai. You also have to banish 2 to summon it. Not going to summon it very often because of course it has pretty weak stats. Mostly you're going to use it as a fodder for to summon other Infernoids, the stronger ones, but still can be a nice card because of course when you inflict battle damage by attacking your opponent's monster, you can discard one random card from opponent's hand, so that's very nice. Then the lower level Infernoids, you can first summon them from the hand, banishing one Infernoid from the hand or graveyard, so that's very nice. And if you want Astaroth is level 4 one, and once per turn you can target one spell trap card on the field and then destroy it, so a pretty nice card. And then 3 Lucifugus. This can destroy one monster on the field, but then it cannot attack. So yeah, not bad. Can destroy opponent's monsters, so yeah. And then the last Infernoid, Infernoid Beelzebul. This can bounce one face card once per turn, so very nice to the hand. Of course, mostly you're going to use the lower level Infernoids as fodder for the bigger ones, but you can definitely use them because they can become very useful at times. Then the non-Inferno monsters, plus the Dragon Rule of Infernos, because Infernoids are fire attribute and they also fiend, so that's kind of unusual. Mostly fiend type monsters are dark, of course. So then Buster can be of course really good, of course. It can also revive itself, summon itself by banishing 2 fire monsters, like with all other Dragon Rulers that they can banish monster from the respective attribute. Of course, you can also discard one fire monster alongside this card to destroy one card on the field, so this effect can also become useful. Then I use a milling engine because you need to get the Infernos to the graveyard as fast as possible. I don't use cards like Void Flood and Void Launch, because those cards are way too slow and don't give you enough fodder fast enough. So there's 2 Card Trooper, of course, mill 3 cards, and when it's destroyed you get a draw. 2 Raiden, it basically mills 2 cards and then you 2 in the end phase, so basically 4 cards in 1 turn, so that can be pretty nice. And it's also Tuna if you want to use it as for Synchro Summon. And then 2 Lila, it mills 3 in the end phase, and of course it can also destroy spells and traps that also can bait out the back row. And the spells, 3 Infernal Voidbringer, which is like a Forbidden Lance on crack, because you can target 1 Infernal monster you control, and then it's unaffected by other opponent's card effects to the end of the turn. And in the graveyard, if you have Infernal monster you control will be destroyed by a card effect. When this is in the graveyard, you can banish this card instead of destroying those monsters. So very nice card. Then 2 Reasoning, extremely powerful card in this deck because of course all Infernoids are Nomi monsters that cannot be normal summoned. You can of course keep sending them to graveyard until you get a monster that can be normal summoned, like one of your milling monsters. So yeah, really nice. And then one Monster Gate, which pretty much you have to tribute the monster for this, but you're guaranteed to get the monster to the field. Then one charge of course mills 3 and get your lights on from the deck. Then Pura from a different dimension, because you banish a lot of Infernoids in this deck, so it's really nice to get them back to the graveyard, and then you can summon more Infernoids. And the same with Miracle Dig. But with Miracle Dig you have to have 5 in the banish zone already, so yeah. And then the only traps are 2 Royal Decree, because of course this deck has no room for taps, and of course mostly going to mill them anyway, so what's the point? So I just 3 Royal Decree to negate the opponent's traps. Now the extra deck, you are pretty much almost never going to use the extra deck. You don't need it at all, but just as option I guess if you really need to go to the extra deck. So Synchros first, because you have a Tuna Raiden, a Star Eater, Gigantic Castle, a Hot Retro Archfiend, Star Spark Dragon, Yasi Evo the Young Sing, Black Rose Dragon, Gargoyle and Exist monsters, Divine Dragonite Felrond, also DC1 High Protector, Number P-Guy, Mega Phantom Beast Tricotsuck, number 61 Volcasaurus, Castle, the Skyblack Musketeer, Dante, the Rider of the Burning Abyss, and Shinki Santorea, which is a new rank 2 monster that comes out in Secrets of Eternity. So, this was my Infernoid deck profile. I really like this deck. I might make this deck in real life, depending what rarity the essential cards will be. So yeah, I think this deck has potential, but of course since they are all Nomi monsters, you can of course draw too many of them, and in the hand they don't really do much. You can of course banish Infernos from the hand as well, but that's a huge minus unfortunately. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. For now, goodbye and Khaos out.